Have you ever wondered what it's really like to sell your home, move to a new city like Augusta, Georgia, and build a new construction home all at one time? Well, my clients did just that, and today they're going to share their secrets on how they survived the entire process, from selling their home in Florida to living in temporary housing and finally settling into their brand new, beautiful new construction home. So if you're planning something similar, this video is packed with must-know tips you definitely do not want to miss. I'm Delrisa Rollerson, Augusta's relocation specialist, and thank you for tuning into the original Living in Augusta, Georgia channel. So we're going to jump right into our video, and we're going to hear from one of my clients. I'm here today with Christine Bernardin, who moved to Augusta from Florida. She sold her home and decided to build a new construction home right here in Augusta, Georgia. She's been through the entire journey, now settled into this beautiful new construction home right here in Augusta. Thank you so much, Christine, for joining me on our YouTube channel today.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
So, Christine, tell us what made you decide to relocate to the Augusta, Georgia area. First of all, sell your home in Florida.
Well, my husband decided to retire, and we were thinking about if he retires, the cost of living in Florida was becoming astronomical. It was just getting higher and higher. So then we decided to come take a look around Augusta because my sister lives in Pooler.
Okay.
My younger sister.
Right.
So we said not in Pooler, but maybe a close city near
Right.
it. So we came by and found you online.
Yes.
And you were so gracious to take us around, my sister and I.
Yes.
And we liked what we saw, and then we decided, okay, let's put the house up for sale. And you guided us through step by step by contacting us with a realtor in Florida who we love.
Right, Jessica. Right. So that is one of the things, one of the services that we do provide. So you have a home, you had a home in Florida, you needed to sell your home, and we were able to assist you with selling your home there.
Yes.
So just so you all will know, we are in 23 countries. So no matter where you are, we're able to, if you have to sell your home and relocate to wherever you're relocating, we can assist you with that. But tell us about that process. How was that for you?
The process, because you connected us, with Jessica, and she was so amazing that she made it so easy to just, put up the house. She told us what we needed to do on our end.
Right.
We had that done, and then she walked us through step by step.
Right.
And we were able to sell sooner than we even expected.
Right. So you were able to sell your home and then relocate here. So then let us know how that process looked for you, because we were managing things on the end here in Augusta for you while your house was on the market there in Florida.
Exactly. So after we sold the house, we stayed with family.
Right.
And then because I had to actually finish the school year because I'm a teacher.
Right.
So I finished the school year there. And then in June, you helped my sister, my older sister, find a beautiful home in Hetzeba.
Yes.
So we were able to stay with her.
Right.
While we came and looked at the house.
Right.
Because one house fell through, right?
Right, because actually, remember you were looking at a resale house.
Exactly.
And not a new construction. So yeah.
Yes, we were looking at the resale house, but I had already promised my husband a new home.
Right.
So because I promised him that, when he went to go look at the resale house, he was just not.
He just did not like it.
No.
You guys, he walked into that house and walked right out of the house. And I told her, I said, I don't think he likes this house.
Yeah.
So that actually shows us. So one of the things that I want you all to think about is sometimes when you walk into a house, and we had the house under contract. We actually had the house under contract. She liked the house, but her husband didn't really like the house. So one of the things that I always tell my clients, and I was always telling you all, I want both of you all to be happy, because both of them are going to be in the beautiful home. So I wanted both of them to be happy. So even though in the state of Georgia, if you do have a house under contract, we do have a due diligence period, which gives you, it's kind of like a free look period, if you will. Well, it's not free because you have to pay your earnest money, but you have an opportunity to figure out if you really want that house. You have it inspected. And I believe we did have that house
Yes.
inspected, correct? And there
Yes.
were some things we just were not comfortable with.
Yes, there were some things that we were not comfortable with, and also I started to realize, did I really like the house, or did I like the fact that it was in close proximity with my
Right.
sister?
It was right around the corner
Yes.
from her.
And my dream had always been to have an island, and that house did not have one.
It did not.
No,
I remember.
and I remember what you said to me, which I appreciate until today, and that's why I'm so happy now. Is you said, remember, you're not buying a sandwich.
Right. Right.
So this is something that you have to live with,
Right.
For the next
Yes.
couple of years.
Until you decide to move.
And then the next day, I prayed on it. And then when I woke up in the morning, I asked God to guide me. I said, whatever I wake up thinking the next day, that will convince me as to what I need to do. And the next day when I woke up, my mind was, no, that's not the house for us.
Yep. See, and this was actually a perfect partnership that we had, because you were praying on your end, I was praying on my end. So when I met you, actually this day is literally our 1 year anniversary of knowing one another. Yes. So 1 year ago today, you reached out to me by email, and I contacted you back. So that day is when I started praying for you. Actually before, because I pray for my clients before I even meet you guys. But I was praying specifically then for what you wanted and what you were looking for. So you were praying on your end, I was praying on my end, and I know that's what led us to this house here.
Yes, and then you said to me, I have a house for you. And I was already thinking, because there was a certain price I had in my head.
Right.
Because I had this price already in my head, I was thinking, well, I'm not going to be able to afford this house.
Right, right.
But after you had me speak to the person that was going to help us, like, put
our lender.
The
lender.
The lender. That's what I was like trying to think of.
So after you spoke with the lender.
Yes, after I spoke with the lender, and then they put everything on paper, and then she was like, oh, so I can afford this house.
Right.
So in your head, you think,
right,
I won't be able to afford this, but when you have to put it on paper,
right,
then it gives you a better picture.
Yep. So then what type of advice would you have for someone who's looking to relocate from anywhere and then come to Augusta, Georgia, whether they're buying a new construction home or a resale home? Since you've done that, what type of advice would you have to offer them?
Come with an open mind. Don't stay within such a rigid amount that you think that you would want to spend. Be more accepting to maybe going outside of that comfort zone, but make sure that it's something that you can afford to carry on.
Absolutely.
But go outside of that comfort zone a little bit, because sometimes the house that you love might be within that amount, and then it could be easily, like, maybe even, like she was telling me, $50 or $100.
Right, not that much more. Now, in your case, you were pre-approved, so she was pre-approved for a certain amount, but she didn't want to go as high as her pre-approved amount.
Exactly.
So that was what you were really facing. Like, I'm pre-approved for this amount, but I don't want to go that high.
Right.
But after you spoke with your lenders, you discovered that it's not really a significant amount more. It's maybe a few dollars more per month.
Exactly.
Which at the end of the day, was it worth it for you?
Very much so. We are so happy. We're happy with the house. We love the house. My husband goes out on his walks.
Yes, that was important. He needed a place to walk.
Yes, he needed a place to walk.
Yes.
He's still in progress with the garden.
Right.
That's not in progress yet, but he loves, like, just because he's retired now, so he every time I come home, he has a smile on his face.
Right, and let me tell you all, when we came to this house, her husband did not want to leave. He was like, can I just stay? I was like, no, you have to buy the house first. He did not want to leave this house. So Christine and her husband reached out to us in December, and I put together a customized relocation plan based upon their needs and their timeline. We listed their Florida home in February, and actually it went under contract rather quickly. We closed in March. Then they moved forward with signing the contract for their new construction home here in the Augusta, Georgia area, which was completed and closed in July of the same year. So everyone's journey to Augusta is completely different, and if you're ready for your personalized relocation plan, I can definitely help you with that, but I can't help you if you don't reach out. So give us a call. You can send me a text or schedule a Zoom at the link below in the comments, and I'll be happy to help you as well. So let's go ahead and jump back into the video. Let's hear more about Christine and her husband's move here to Augusta. So regarding the new construction, so you were able to select your items. We had the designer appointment.
Yes. And what was so funny is that I came down when you told me about this house. I flew down to come and take a look at it. And I was like, okay. And then I went back to Florida because, again, I had to finish the school year.
Right.
And so then that's when the designers came into play.
Right.
And I was able to pick out some of the materials, like the lighting, not all the materials, because unfortunately some of the like the cabinets and the bathroom, some of that was already picked out.
Right. So it really, can I interject this point? So it's really going to depend upon the phase. So when Christine discovered her home and found her home, a portion of the things that she mentioned, they were already selected. So really depending upon what stage you are, sometimes you are able to pick out your countertops, your cabinets, your flooring, but she wasn't able to pick out all of those because the house was already, well, past that point. But you were able to select a nice amount during the design appointment.
Yes, I was able to select the flooring.
Yep.
I was able to select the countertops.
Right.
I was able to select the countertops for the bathroom.
Right, the lighting.
The lighting.
We went to the lighting store together, and I was with her during the entire process.
Yes,
So.
I was like, I was surprised that you were there for the lighting. Because I was like, oh my God, she showed up for the lighting.
Oh no, I'm there during the entire process because I do not want you to be left alone, which you know that. And then you also added the screened-in room.
I did, because coming from
That was
Florida,
good. Yes.
we are used to the bugs.
Yes.
Also, just like in Augusta.
Yes.
So I was like thinking, my husband loves to sit out.
Yes.
Outside. So I knew that's one thing that we already had in our head, and I knew that my sister had it done in her place.
Right. That was a good move. That was a really good move. And that adds a nice amount of value to your home as well. So if you ever decide to sell your home, which I don't think you will because you said this is your forever home.
Yes.
But if you ever do, that's extreme value. And just, that just from being able to enjoy it yourself.
Exactly. And also my husband made a friend in the neighborhood. And he came over and he saw the screen and he was like, you got to choose screened in. And I was like thinking to myself, well, you didn't have to.
Right. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I want to make sure that's one of the things. Everything, I do not leave anything on the table for my clients. So whatever you have available, I try to let you know about it. Whether you decide to take it or not, that's up to you. Right. But you are elected to do that, which was really good.
Yes.
I want to go back a little bit at the temporary housing, because you did have to stay in temporary housing for a while you were here because you sold your home, and then we had a stage where you basically were in between houses. Your new house wasn't built. Your home in Florida was sold. Tell me just basically, like, psychologically, how did that make you feel? Because I want people to understand the process that they will mentally go through just not having a home at a short period of time sometimes.
Okay, I'm going to be very honest. That was not a good time.
Yeah.
That was not a good time because...
And it's not for anyone, so you know.
Because we stayed with family for... first, we stayed at an Airbnb.
Right,
for about 3 days.
Right.
Then we stayed with family for a couple of months. And this was extended family. So,
right.
So a lot of the
dynamics.
Exactly. Thank you. It was hard.
Right.
And then so they were expecting family to come into town that was going to stay with them.
Right.
So at a certain time, so we had to be out.
Right.
Before we could even come here, we had to be out. So we again had to move.
Find a place.
And find another place. So
right.
We were in a hotel room.
Right.
We ended up staying at the Wyndham.
Right.
And that was for about 2 weeks.
Right. So generally, when someone is moving, relocating from another area, they sell their home and they're moving here, they either stay in an Airbnb or with family like you did, or in a hotel. But she had the opportunity to do all three.
All three, because we didn't expect
did all
that
of them.
house to sell so quickly.
Right, their house sold so quickly, so the house sold so fast, so and the house here was not ready.
No.
And we can't hurry the house up here. I mean, like, it takes 4 months for us to build houses here. So we had to go through the cycle and the stage here for this home to be ready. Do not want them to hurry up and build your house.
Exactly. That's what we were thinking too. We're like, we don't want to rush them, but at
Right.
the same time, we want to rush them.
Right.
So
It's like, take your time and hurry up.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was a lot, because we had to keep moving our things, and then also having storage.
Right.
And I would never do that again. If I had spoken to you before then, because you said that you actually sold everything.
So basically everything. That's what I was going to ask you. That was my next question. So you were preempting me.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, what would you have done differently?
Yes. What we would have done differently, which is something that my husband and I talk about a lot, is that we would have sold everything.
Yeah.
And just started anew, because that was a headache.
Yeah, it is. And it's expensive.
Yes, it was expensive. We went with a less expensive company, and we regret that, because a lot of things that we didn't receive back, or they were broken.
Yeah.
Or the company itself just didn't get back to us about those things, and no follow through. So basically, we were at a loss. Like our end tables,
it's
for
just gone.
Were gone.
So that's what I mean. Like, I've mentioned that to you guys over and over on the channels, because I moved from the Chicagoland area back in 2005, and I know the process. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm a relocation specialist, because I know the different cycles and stages that you're going to go through. And if you can, like, sell your furniture and your items while you're home, before you relocate, or do Goodwill or whatever, because when you relocate, not unless it's something like an heirloom, you know, something that has sentimental value. Like, for us, we sold our baby grand piano. We sold our RV. We had a 34-foot RV. We sold that. We sold almost everything, because it was so expensive to relocate here, and we didn't know the type of house. And my company at the time was paying for everything, but I was like, I don't know the type of house we're going to move into, so I don't know if the furniture is going to go with the house. It's just so many different dynamics to it. So, and I didn't want to have them pay to bring my furniture here just for me to give it away.
I agree.
So any other small tips before we wrap it up?
Yes. Get someone on, like, you hooked us up with Jessica, connected us with her.
Right. The realtor who sold your home here in Florida.
Yeah, she is amazing. So, get that information from Delrisa, because she knows good people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying just people that know their job, but they're actually honest to goodness, good people.
Integrity.
Yes.
Integrity is critical. That's one of the things that I try my best to partner with people that are literally worldwide, that have integrity, and they are passionate about their job, and they treat our clients like family.
Yeah,
so because it's an extension of me, because we actually were partnered together with assisting you in selling your home.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be partnered with someone who doesn't represent what I represent. So I want someone that's going to treat you the way I would treat you.
Right.
So yeah, so that was very, very important to me. So now tell me, now that you're here in Augusta, do you like it? Was it a good move or no?
We're still getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest.
It's different, right?
It's different.
I tell you all the time, Augusta's different now.
Florida is more like fast moving. There's so much readily available.
Yes.
It's more. I do like the fact that it's so easygoing.
Yes.
And
laid back.
Very laid back, and I do like that.
Yeah.
But it's just getting used to. Like at 1 a.m. in Florida, you could get up and go to...
Oh, not here. 1 a.m. in Augusta, everything pretty much is shut down.
Exactly.
So if you get out at 1 a.m., you're going to probably be the only one out there on the street.
Yes. See, and we're not used to that. Sometimes because sometimes I can't sleep, so I would go grocery shopping at 1 a.m. And that's not something that you can do. And you have to drive out a little bit further, depending on where you are.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I kind of love the fact that I'm a little bit out.
Yeah.
Because I get to have that, it's so quiet.
But you're not that far out because you have stores here. Like you're not like in the thick you're not like in the, of course, Augusta proper, but you are in the outskirts. So being in the outskirts, you do have stores. It's just that the stores have business hours. So you just have to do your shopping between their hours.
You know what? Now that I think about it, after what you just said, everything's about 15 to 20 minutes.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
But it just feels like you're a little bit further away because you're not in the hustle and bustle of things.
Right. And you have right. I like that too. And you have the long road.
Yes.
So it's not like a lot of stop and go lights, depending upon where you are. So you don't have a lot of stop and go lights, but it literally looks like sometimes you're on the back road.
Yes.
But you're right around the corner from society.
Exactly. And I think I like that a lot.
Well, thank you, Christine. I really, really appreciate you. I thank you. And it's just this is special. This is our 1-year anniversary of knowing one another. And then we did the interview during that time. So thank you. First of all, thank you for selecting me as your realtor. I really, really do appreciate that. I do not take that for granted. You and your sister, Marceline, and whoever else in your family who needs my services, I'm available for you all. I'm available for your friends. And so I appreciate it. I'm glad you're getting adjusted to the Augusta, Georgia area, you and your husband.
Yes, we are.
So thanks again to Christine for sharing her journey of what it's like to sell her home in Florida, relocate to Augusta, Georgia, and also purchase a new construction, beautiful home. Her journey was really, like she mentioned, she did have some challenges with the journey, but we're partnered with her. We partnered with her and we'll be happy to partner with you as well. So if you're considering relocating to the Augusta, Georgia area, whether you're moving from another area and you have to sell your home or you do not have to sell your home, it doesn't matter. We'll be happy to partner with you. So feel free to give me a call. You can send me a text. All the information is here on the screen. Or better yet, go ahead and schedule a Zoom. You can do so. The link is down below in the comments. And once again, I'm Delrisa Rollerson, Augusta's relocation specialist, and see you in the next video.